All right, to watch this video for Friday, September 28th. Big thank you to Wayne. That happy hour was super fun, and that game you put together was a lot of fun. Um, Still feeling it. I'm still feeling it, and it's been a few hours. All right, anyway, the SPY closed 290.69, kind of hanging out at the 20-day, slightly above the 20-day. So here's what we're watching tomorrow. AWSM, which had a really nice bounce today. It was on Bounce Watch, just in case you weren't in chat today. Ramesh put this on our watch list when it looked about, well, it was already on the Bounce Play watch list, and Ramesh put it in the room, said, hey, this looks good over 1080. There was a seller there, high of day just above, yesterday's high just above that, and I pan out a little bit, and you'll see on a recent massive mover, right? Huge move back here, and then it hasn't broken its own early high in 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions up to this point. And there was a big seller there. So anytime you have a big seller on tape that's broken and you have catalysts above, this is everything I teach, or everything I love, I should say, in a setup, right? Big seller at 1080. High of day at a whole number. High of day break is through a whole number. That's another thing I love. Yesterday's high just above that. We call this stacked catalysts with an initial catalyst, a break of a seller. So this was perfect. So Ramesh put it to my attention, and then I went ahead and typed it in the room, put out the alert. There, I knew I could find it. I even took a screenshot of the call. But again, people were like, "Hey GSP, thanks man, that was a great call. AWSM, great call." And I got a whole bunch of thank yous, and I was like, "Hey everybody, this is Ramesh's call. He saw it before me, put it on my radar. Which again, I already had it on a chart, but I didn't see the setup until Ramesh pointed it out. And it's why I always harp on the teamwork in there. It's amazing. So, and since I'm the moderator, I was able to see it, put it into writing over 1080, over 1080, risking 30 cents, trading small if it triggers, and this is what happened. Massive close. It was awesome. So anyway, it goes back on watch for tomorrow because it closed so strong. But really nice trade in today. And again, big thanks to Ramesh, ARAY. Very strong day in this name. Closed right at the 200 day, but that's a big candle for this stock and big volume. I actually called this in chat. I didn't catch the initial move, so I called it as a buy right down where my arrow is here, right down here in the buy zone. Pulled back on lower volume to the buy zone. I got long. I made like almost 400 bucks just on this trade alone. And this was not my best trade of the day. The AWSM was my best trade of the day. But anyway, really nice pop here, and it ended up closing pretty strong. So it goes back on watch for tomorrow. DTEA, really strong. Now this thing gapped up and then just got decimated, testing recent lows, but came out with news today that sounded pretty good, and it was pretty strong today. So let's look at it on 15-minute candles. Coming out of a long base now, using 15s, and a nice pop and a really pretty strong close. We're going to watch this one for a possible follow-through tomorrow. It's worth noting that it is a nickel spreader. Actually, I think those might be done tomorrow or October 3rd. There's 2 days in question, but anyway, we're almost done with the nickel spreaders now. If these, I'm trying to keep it clean. And ass wipes, I'm going to say it. If these ass wipes will get rid of the halt rule when something moves too fast, too quickly, trading will be fun again. All right, anyway, GBR had this big pop 2 days lower and a nice pop today. And actually closed fairly strong. So we're going to keep that. Let's look at it on 15s. So there's the pop today, and actually kind of flagging after the pop. I think it's worth watching tomorrow. ALDX, massive day yesterday and kind of an inside day today. It's interesting, worth watching. JONE, kind of like GBR, after the gap up a couple days lower. This one closed about where it opened, but pretty good idea for a potential long watch tomorrow. INPX, let me zoom in so we can see the setup here. Had kind of a 2-day pop or a day and a half pop that took it to 28 cents. Then you have a lower high right around 24.5 cents. Over that might go. I don't love this one. I'm not good at trading these sub 50-cent stocks, but it's not a terrible looking chart. AGRX, kind of another one in that same vein. Had the big pop back here that went almost to a buck. Came back down, going sideways. Kind of had a big pop 3 sessions ago and a couple lower highs. It's certainly interesting over, I don't know, over 40, 41, 42 cents. If it gets some volume. Also, don't love this one, though. QTT, obviously a relatively new issue. On opening day, it went from 910 to 2039. Massive day. Retraced all of that and now hitting new lows every day. And now you got kind of a hammer candle. So I think this is a decent setup for a long watch tomorrow. ALT. Recent reverse split that just went crazy. It went from 434, are you ready for this? Till the next day went to 36.25. Now, yes, that's plumb stupid. I don't know any other term or any other way to phrase it than that's plumb stupid. But now it's almost round tripped. Absolutely worth watching for a bounce tomorrow. Only with a proper intraday setup. Kind of the same thing with SAEX. It went from 745 to 32 in one session. Again, plumb stupid. Now 3 days lower, almost a round trip. Worth watching for a bounce tomorrow. And then NIO, which had this crazy opening 2.5 days and has had like 4, 5, 6 red days in a row, almost a round trip. Want to watch that for a bounce tomorrow too. You know what? Happy hour was super fun. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'm going to leave it at that, and we will see everybody in chat tomorrow. Have a good night.